So we're gonna just dive right in. If this is the first time you are seeing me, my name is Jess Cardinal. So I'm an online coach. I'm an online marketer. I help women scale online to $20,000 to $50,000 per month, leveraging a high ticket business. And my primary business is what we're actually going to be talking about tonight. I left my social work career about 3 years ago to step into this business full time. Back then, I was burnt out. I was overworked, underpaid. I had not a horrible relationship with my husband, but like me and my husband couldn't connect. We were both stressed. We were both working full time. We had kids, and it was just chaos to say the least. And so I saw all these people making money online. Let me know in the chat if you have been in that place where you're like, okay, all of these people are making money online. How are people doing this? I don't understand. And I was in that same boat too. And I just knew that something in the online space was going to completely set me free. And that is when I found this business. So I jumped into this business full time. I built a 6-figure business in 6 months. I built a 7-figure business in about a year. And now 3 years later, my organization is doing about $3 million every 30 days. And we plan to scale even bigger in 2025. And I have done this with no prior experience, no sales experience. Like I said, I was a social worker by trade. Like I did not have a following. I'm not an influencer. I am not a guru. I was not a coach before. All of this has happened in the last couple years with leveraging this company, the system, and just going all in on myself. So that's a little bit about me. Tara, why don't you introduce you?
Yes, so my name is Tara L. I've been working online for 9 years. September will be a decade, which is so wild to me that where the heck did 10 years go? It doesn't even feel like it's been 10 years. It feels like it's been like maybe 4, but definitely not 10. So when I found the online space, I was a single mom, still am, and I was working 2 jobs. I had just graduated from college about a year and a half prior to that. And I was probably going through a really, really bad time in my life where me and my kid's father broke up. However, prior to that, I, really didn't have a good life as far as my mom passed when I was 16. She struggled from addiction. My dad was never part of my life. So I really was on my own and always had to figure a way out, right? So at that point, I just prayed really hard. And then just like Jess said, I saw somebody online talking about how she was a 6-figure income earner, never went to college. And I was like, well, clearly I'm doing something wrong because I went to college, $50,000 in debt, working 2 jobs and so forth and so on. So, my goals were kind of small in the beginning. I was just like, if I can make, $1,000 a week, I'd be super happy with that, which now if I made $1,000 a week, I'd be like crying in the corner somewhere. But back then that's kind of just like all that I wanted. And I had no experience at all. I didn't take selfies. I had like 200 friends on Instagram and Facebook. I just jumped in and I was like, show me what I need to do. And I grew a 6-figure business in 6 months, reached the top of companies, then joined Jess 2 years ago. And, we pretty much have scaled this business to multiple millions. So, with that being said, if you are on here tonight and, you just want more for your life and you're just thinking like, I'm not an influencer. I don't like have people that would buy from me or join me. I want you to kind of just put that all to the side because number one, you don't need to know anybody. We are not going to have you reaching out to friends and family. We literally show you how to build an online business from scratch worldwide. We show you everything from A to Z. So if you can catch a vision for yourself tonight, you can change your life. Keep an open mind. We're going to explain everything and then we'll answer your questions at the end. So yeah, let's get started.
All right. I'm going to flip around my screen and we will get going.
Yes.
Maybe.
All right, you guys. So the name of our sales team is called Babs Society. So Babs presents High Ticket Freedom. It's the ultimate blueprint to $50,000 months. So this is Jess. She just told her story about herself. So we're not going to really go over that again. This is me. We just told my story. We're not going to really go over that again. This is Sarah. She's a 6A2 leader. She comes from corporate America. She had no prior sales experience at all. Just the desire to live a big life and not be stuck working a 9-to-5 job, living paycheck to paycheck. After 3 months of starting her high ticket business, she was able to quit her full-time job. She now earns her prior yearly salary every 30 days. Like I said, she's 6'2". She was able to get pregnant and have her baby, not have to worry about maternity leave or, stacking money. She was able to just continue working her business, take time with her baby, and it's just been absolutely incredible. This is Maya. She also just had a baby as well. But she was in low ticket sales for about 8 years, and she did have some success, but not the kind of success where she could quit her 6-figure corporate job. But after 3 months of working with us in her high ticket business, she created multiple 5-figure a month income, and she now has a huge team of leaders. She's coached multiple women to have $30,000 months, $50,000 months, $60,000 months, even $10,000 days. She paid for her dream wedding a year ago in cash, and she just had her baby in September and has been able to take her time with the baby and work as she pleases without skipping a beat in her business, which is really nice. This is Leanne. She is a 6A2 coach. She also just hit another position in her business at 6A2, which is amazing. She is a wife. She was a stay-at-home mom and she was a homeschooling mom. She only had $600 in her bank account when she decided to go all in on this business. And then not even 2 weeks into her starting, her husband was put on disability due to an illness that he has, and he was no longer able to work. And that costed them their primary income. So she had no other choice than to go all in. Her husband was not on board at all. So she went and opened credit cards in his name to start the business. And people probably been like, you know what? I need to return this. I need the money free. But instead she was like, why am I going to do that when we're just going to rack up credit card debt, or I can go all in on this business? That's exactly what she did. And in her first year, she made $300,000. So from struggling and living on $60,000 a year with 5 people, $60,000 a year for 5 people, she had a $300,000 cash year in her very first year of working with us. And she has an incredible team filled with so many leaders on her team that are making multiple 5 figures and above.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And the one thing I want to mention really fast, because me and Tara get excited and we just jumped right into it. The reason we're sharing these few testimonials with you guys is because it's really easy to watch this, and you go to a lot of webinars, you go to a lot of master classes, and it's easy to be like, oh yeah, the one who's presenting, they make all the money. It's only them. No one else makes money in what you guys are talking about. We have so many testimonials in Babs in our community specifically. It is absolutely mind blowing. Honestly, if we tried to tell you how many people were making $20, $30, $40, $50,000 per month, we would be here all night. And our organization is still a baby. We're still small here. So that's why we're sharing some testimonials with you guys. So you can see, it's just not me and Tara at the top winning. There's so many people winning. It's insane.
Yeah. And then we're just going to share a little bit on January, this past month that just passed. We had Kat. She had a $30,000 month. Amy, a $52,000 month. Chelsea, $10,000 day and a $17,000 month. Taylor, $17,000 a month. And Taylor has only been in the business for a couple weeks, I think, or a couple months. She's very new. Chelsea, Chelsea, Kat, Amy, none of them have been in here for 6 months at all. So this is what your life can look like very, very quickly if you can catch a vision for yourself and understand that just like any other job, position, career, you are trained and you are taught. That's exactly what happens here. So you don't need to worry about how you're going to find people, how you're going to build. We teach you everything, but now you have a skill where you get to create how much income you want to make daily, weekly, or monthly.
Amen.
So today you guys are going to learn how to leverage a high ticket business to get to your goals faster, how to get into the mindset of becoming an entrepreneur and why this is so important, how to create massive passive income, how to create a lifestyle brand that's fun to build, and how to buy back your time once and for all and create a legacy to set your family up for life. So, a guide for today's masterclass. This is not a copy and paste or get rich quick training, okay? It's not a push button lifestyle fantasy. It's not a fake it till you make it strategy. You really must have a true, real desire to put the work in and be passionate about transforming your life and the lives of others. And if you can catch a vision for yourself, we will show you how to create a quantum shift in your life and in your business and end your struggle forever, because Our goal is to set more families free. And, we would love for you to join us, but no matter what, we are going to continue doing that. I mean, we have thousands of people on our team, and our mission is to do 100 million this year, which means helping more people and families get free. So this is the cash flow quadrant. And so what this means is in one of these four, you are in and you earn money somehow. So you have the employee, which means you plus your job equals income, right? So you're paid for your time. You're trading your time and energy for money. There is no leverage. If you don't work, you don't get paid unless you have PTO. But other than that, you don't get paid. Then there is being self-employed. So you own your job, right? You're paid for your time, no leverage. So this is somebody might be like a lash tech or a plumber that owns his own business. They still have to trade their time for money. Then there's the business owner. So it's you plus people equals income. So you have a team, you have leverage because as long as everybody's working, you're still earning. And then there's the investor where your money is working for you, which creates passive income and freedom. And I forget who it was who says it, but if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you are going to work until the day you die. And as the world goes on, people are not retiring at 60. They're still working up until they're 75 years old. So we want to find ways to make that passive income.
Yeah, I think it's Warren Buffett. And honestly,
Yes,
you guys, that's
Warren
such a
Buffett.
good point to bring up because like if you just, at least me, like I get so heartbroken. I go to Target or something like that, and all of the cashiers are older people who they're doing this outside of their retirement. We don't have to live like that anymore.
So this is what we call the rat race, right? You have the 9 to 5 grind, you have bills, you have debt, but you also have a lifestyle, right? You want to go on vacation, Christmas rolls around. So you put it on credit cards because you don't have savings, and then you're trying to pay it off and you still have credit card debt, and it just goes around and around and around again. And we are setting you free from that rat race. So the name of our company is called Enagic. We have 40 global offices in 23 different countries, but we are open for business in every single country in the entire world. I really want you to think about that for a second, because in order to be able to do business and distribute products in every country in the world, that is not an easy task because there was a lot of, litigations and legalities to be able to do that. But we are open for business in every country in the world, which is incredible. So why are we here today? Well, we have two very important problems that we solve. The first problem is high quality water, because our company provides the very best quality drinking medical grade water available on the planet. And we also want to set families free from financial burden and time restrictions. And we're going to go more deeper into what that actually means. So we're all about your health, but we're all about your wealth as well. And because here's the thing, even Steve Jobs said that, he could get people as a billionaire to drive him around, to wash his clothes, to cook for him. But even being a billionaire, he could not get anybody to bear cancer for him, right? He had to carry that burden himself. So without having your health, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You need both. So we're all about giving ourselves and our families the very best that we can. We might do our best to eat organic or stay away from processed foods, knowing that we want to nourish our bodies and, stay healthy, be in an alkaline state. We spend countless dollars on various supplements and staying away from self-care and cleaning products that have harmful and toxic ingredients. However, what nobody is talking about is the water, right? And this was something that blew my mind when I learned about it because I was so uneducated. So our body is made up of at least 60% water, and not all water is created equally. So if you are not putting the right water, your body is going to become that filter. So you see your eyes, your brain, your muscles, your blood, bones, liver, heart, lungs, all make up high percentages of water, all of these organs. So the problem that we solve is this. I really want you guys to pay attention because this blew my mind. So since 2012, the water utilities testing has found pollutants in Americans' tap water. According to EWG drinking water quality analysis of 32 million state water records. Okay, think about that. The regulatory system meant to ensure the safety of America's drinking water is completely broken. The shocking failure of the federal government's responsibility to protect public health means that there are no legal limits for more than 160 unregulated contaminants in the US tap water. 160. And the disturbing truth shown by this data is that when Americans drink a glass of tap water, they're also getting a dose of industrial or agricultural contaminants that are linked to cancer, can cause harm to the brain, the nervous system, can change in the growth and development of the fetus, fertility problems, and or hormone disruptions. And I just want to say really quickly before we go ahead and show you the report, is that, if you're on here and you're like, I don't drink tap water, which is amazing. I want to tell you that you are still consuming the water by taking a shower. A 10-minute shower is actually equivalent to drinking 8 ounce glasses of tap water. You wash your hands, brush your teeth, boil your pasta, your potatoes, your rice, the ice, the Keurig, the list goes on and on. You are consuming the tap water one way or another. So we're going to go to the EWG. It's not a NAGIC affiliated. It is a nonprofit organization, and we're going to show you what these tap waters look like. So we're going to go to the most popular zip code in America, which is 90210, right? The richest city in the United States where all the celebrities live. It serves almost 4 million people. And right here, you can see that there are 30 total contaminants and there are 9 that exceed the EWG health guidelines. And if you look at the 2 bullet points next to the orange circle, it says that legal does not necessarily equal safe, because getting a passing grade from the federal government does not mean that it meets the water's latest health guidelines. Legal limits for these contaminants in tap water haven't been updated in almost 20 years. So legal does not necessarily mean safe. So as you scroll down, the very first one is arsenic, which is rat poisoning. The potential effect is cancer, and there's 430 times the legal amount. 430 times. There should never be a legal amount of arsenic to begin with, but there's 430 times the legal amount, which doesn't even equal safe. Then you see there's bromate, chromium, hyacid, there's nitrate, nitro, there's a ton. All of these are cancer-causing chemicals that are going into your body when you're showering yourself, your children, brushing your teeth, washing your hands. The list goes on and on. It is very dangerous. So if you're eating clean and you're staying away from all these products that have toxins and chemicals in them, but then you're submerging your body in the shower, you're putting it all right back into your body, which is very, very scary. Cancer is at an all-time high, fibromyalgia. I mean, there's so many things now that were not around 20 years ago. I mean, they said that it used to be 1 in 20,000 children would have autism. Now it's 1 in 32 children. Why do you think that is? Our food and our water is killing Americans. So in 2020, the CDC conducted a study and found that waterborne illnesses affect around 7.2 million Americans annually, costing the healthcare system $3 billion every year, which is not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but why do you think they want to keep us sick? Because they make money off of that, right? And so every year there are roughly 118,000 waterborne hospitalizations. And every single year in the US, there are 6,600 deaths related to waterborne illnesses. So worldwide, there are 3.4 million people that die each year as a result of water-related diseases, making it one of the top leading causes of disease and death in the world. This is why clean drinking water is a big deal. And we think that we're doing the right thing, which we'll get more into, but we're going to show you why we've been duped. So what is the solution to the water crisis? Well, the solution to this water crisis is a Nagix K8 water ionizer. And with our multi-pure pre-filter, a Nagic provides the best medical grade drinking water on the entire planet. So for over 5 decades, a Nagic International has been the leading manufacturing water ionization system that transform regular tap water into pure, healthy, electrolytically reduced and hydrogen-rich drinking water. This is a Japan-based company that distributes hundreds of thousands of Kangen water machines all over the globe for the last 50 years. Okay? 50 years. Think about that.
And the thing I want to add on that, just because we just got the numbers in, and Nagic has done $1 billion in revenue in 2024 and 2023. So when they say leading the leader in this industry, the billions of dollars that we've done over the last few years really, really proves that. No one comes even close to that.
It's not like it's done $1 billion over 20 years. Like it does $1 billion a year and it's been around for 50 years. Like think about that, you know? So our multi-pure filter has 86 plus NSF certifications, and it's the only filter on the market that removes cyst, lead, mercury, asbestos, MTBE, VOC, PCB, chloramine, arsenic, PFOA, PFOS, and microcystin, and more. I mean, it removes all chemicals. So when you go ahead and purchase one of our systems with us, you are going to get all of the chemicals removed from your tap water, and it's going to become medically electrically charged water, which means it's medical grade water. We're going to get more into that. So MultiPure is the inventor of the solid carbon block filter, which has been the leading in the industry since 1970. And Enagix K8 machine produces alkaline hydrogen rich living water, which we need to balance our bodies back into homeostasis so that disease cannot grow. You want your body to be in an alkaline state. The machine has 8 solid dip titanium plates that create microclustered water, changing the molecular structure of the water to very, very small, which will help hydrate your body on a cellular level. When you just drink regular, bottled water, it just sits in your stomach and then you use the bathroom. Whereas with this, it hydrates your body on a cellular level. So if your, scalp is dehydrated, whatever part of your body is dehydrated, it's going to hydrate it for you. It doesn't just sit in your stomach. And the water is filled with antioxidants. The machine adds molecular hydrogen, which is extremely potent antioxidant, which reverses the aging process. And 1 glass of Kangen water is equivalent to eating 2.2 pounds of blueberries, like 64 apples, 8 bunches of spinach. The list goes on and on of what the water does. So it's not just water. It has benefits to it as well. There's over 100 different uses for the Kangen machine. It goes from 2.5 acidic water, which kills bacteria and viruses on contact. It can be used to clean your oven, right? Grease and oil. It can be used for medicinal purposes. It can take stains out of your clothes, and then it goes all the way up to 11.5 hard water to remove things like pesticides off of your fruits and vegetables, because even organic foods have pesticides, right? The farmers spray the pesticides so that like the bugs and don't eat the crops, and when it rains, it doesn't wash it off. So even organic foods, when you come home and you're rinsing it under the sink, you're just adding the chemicals to it. It's not removing the pesticides. So when you purchase the machine, you're saving money, because the average family spends about $2,000 plus on just like name brand water, like Great Value for Walmart. We're not talking about the Essentias and, the Fiji waters of the world. Just basic water, is about over $2,000 for bottled water every year. Eliminate that waste and take better care of our planet, because the plastic gets, wasted on the coastline of our planet, right? And also the machine is a tax reduction. So we've just named so many things that the machine can do, but the most important thing is that you are getting water that is not only good for your body, but it's pure from all of the chemicals. Our 3 core products are the Enespa, which is the shower unit, the K8 machine that we talked about with over 100 different uses, and our Ukon. We also have the largest rawest Ukon farm in the entire world. So the lasting life of the machines is about over 30 years with a 5-year warranty, and you can start your high ticket business today with 0 down options, and your business pays for itself, which is incredible. So when you decided you want to start a business with us, there's no website or training fees. There's no monthly qualifications or minimums. There's no need to stock any products or any inventory at all. You're not buying the products and selling them. There's no required auto ships or subscriptions, no renewal fees, no deranking ever. Once you get to a level, you're there for life. You get paid at that level for life, and there's no licensing to sell. It's not an MLM or a pyramid scheme. We are a direct sales company, right? So real estate, that's direct sales. Selling cars, that is direct sales. Multi-level marketing is very different than just direct sales. So in our business, you are going to get paid over and down, which means we benefit from every single sale made in our entire organization, which in multi-level marketing, you are not paid on every single level in your organization. You have to rank up to open levels and you still don't get paid all the way down. So if you'd like to make $10,000 a month, drop your favorite emoji in the comments. I want to see everybody here who would like to just make $10,000 a month. Like, would you be happy with $10,000 a month? Let me see in the comments. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So we're going to explain how outdated compensation plans actually work. So in traditional MLMs, okay, the average sale is about $150 and the average commission earned is about 20%. So if you wanted to earn $1,000, you would need at least 50 sales per month, every month. If you wanted to make $3,000 in commissions, you need about 100 sales a month, 166 sales per month. And if you wanted to earn $10,000 a month, you would need about 334 sales per month. Now, with a 50% closing ratio, that means that you would need to present your business or product to 667 people per month in order to earn $10,000 a month. Now, we just showed you all the girls in January who made multiple 5 figures. They've only been in here for a couple of months, couple of weeks. They have not talked to even 166 people to earn that income that we just showed you in the very beginning. Think about that. So, quick FTC disclaimer. So the results that we're going to be sharing with you, we have to tell you are not typical. We cannot guarantee that you will produce the same results or make any money at all because we cannot control what you do or don't do. Apparently, average people should expect to spend the rest of their days watching Netflix, scrolling the internet, chilling, making no money. However, the one important question that you must ask yourself in life is, do you want to be average and live an average life? Or are you ready to have everything that you desire because you're one decision away from having everything that you desire? It has nothing to do with the economy. It has nothing to do with where you've been, where you are now, what's going on in your life. You have the power to control and take control of your life after you watch tonight's masterclass. So, now, before we move on into this part right here, I just want to say this really quickly, okay? Every question that you have about how we get paid, how much is it, how does it work, is going to be explained in this second half, okay? So I want you to turn your phones off, pay attention, because if you're here live or watching the replay, okay, we are going to explain how it all works. Okay. So when you're talking to the person that introduces you to this business, you won't have those questions because we go over all of that right here, right now. So who's ready to see how we make the moolah? Let's go.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Tara. Can we all give Tara a big shout out in the comments because she is incredible and she out here literally doing the Lord's work. So I'm very excited to get into this next portion of the webinar for you guys because when I needed this business, I just needed $3,000 a month to replace my social work income. And I'm going to be honest, when I saw a webinar like this and I saw the water, I was like, okay, I don't get it. That's not right? Like I was watching like this girl, you know, she was hot, she was traveling, first class luxury, they were living the laptop lifestyle. And then I watched this webinar, I'm like, okay, water, I don't think I'm watching the right thing. But I promise you, even though water may not sound sexy, like this next part is going to be very, very good. And with that, you know, we've been able to radically change lives with helping people get healthier water. And now I am literally obsessed. I will not be caught anywhere without my Kangen water. I literally take it through TSA on an airplane with me because you can do that because it's medical grade water and I will not be caught dead without it. It has helped my son with his gut health issues that he has. And it's been incredible, but I'm excited to jump into the money. So little disclaimer, like Tara also said, make sure you're paying attention, but we're going to talk about big money. Just like we showed you about the queens in January who made 30, 50, $20,000 per month. You know, all of the leaders who are making a lot of money. We're going to talk about big money tonight. And sometimes it's very triggering for people, right? It's like, oh, well, the economy, or I don't know anyone who will buy, or I've never invested that kind of money to start a business before. But I'm going to tell you, we do this all day long, every day. Like we know who's buying. We're going to teach you where to find the people that are buying. Our organization did almost $3 million in January, which is supposed to be a quote unquote slow month after Christmas. And we had a banging month. So I want you to throw your wallet in the other room. I want you to not stress. I want you to just catch a vision, because this will change your life if you allow it. So we're going to break the compensation plan down just by one product in the beginning to kind of hopefully make it make sense. Now, you don't have to have this memorized. When you come into business with us and with our BABS system, your mentor is going to help you close your first $70,000 in revenue. So you don't even have to have this memorized. I just want it to feel good. So I guess what I should start with, what's most important is you do have to own your own machine or machines to get started. Now, again, we have zero down options for most everyone, so no stress there. So your K8 machine is going to be about $5,480 before taxes and shipping. This is all USD if we have any people out of the US tonight. So the way that I kind of look at the 8-point compensation plan with Enagic is there's these 8 slices of pie that get paid out from Enagic every time something is sold. Now, they pay out about 50% commissions, which is absolutely incredible, because if you go become a closer for anyone else, like a coach, any other products, you're going to get paid like 10%, maybe 20%. Here we get paid 50% plus bonuses. So there's these 8 slices of pie that are going to be paid out every time someone sells a K8 machine through Enagic. Now, one slice of pie on a K8 machine is $350. So that means when you're collecting all of the commission that you are due, which does not take that long to do in your business, you're making $2,800 on one sale. And this is our low ticket. We don't sell one product at a time. We sell 4. I'm going to show you that next. But again, when I saw this as a social worker making $3,000 per month, I was like, you're telling me I could close one product and make almost my full months of commission off of the efforts of one sale? That's it. This is how we get our time back. This is how we don't have to be hustling for 400 sales per month. 400 versus 1. Okay. So when you come in with one product, which again, we don't really do, but when you come in with one product, you're going to start at what we call a 1A associate. So when you are 1A, you are collecting one piece of pie, $350. You have to close 2 personal sales, and then you rank advance to 2A. Now that you're 2A, you're collecting 2 pieces of the pie. That's $700 on a K8 machine. When you have 10 units in your organization, you are 3A. That means you're collecting 3 pieces of the pie. That's $1,050. When you have 20, you're 4A, you're collecting 4 pieces of the pie, $1,400, 5A, 50 units, $1,750, and 6A, top rank, one of the top ranks of 6A is 100 units, and that's $2,100. So if you pay attention, like, $2,100 versus $2,800, there's actually a way that we teach you when you work with us to stack your business to start collecting all 8 points well before you hit the top rank of 6A. Now, one of the last beautiful things I want to mention in here, like Tara was telling you guys earlier, we benefit collectively off of sales. But why we differ from an MLM is because we could be the one to close all of these sales ourselves, or we could do it with a team. So I could come in, I could be a hustler, I could close 20 units, and I would be the rank of 4A. Or I could come in, I close 10 sales, and then my business partner, who's also working with me, she closes 10 sales, and now I am 4A as well, have the units for 4A, because it's cumulative units for your organization. So this is powerful, because for me, one of the things I didn't like about MLM was I'm a hard worker, but I can't force other people to work just as hard as me. I didn't like being dependent on other people's work ethic to get me where I wanted to be. So again, you could do it all by yourself. You can get to where you want to be, or you could do it with a team. So let's get into the passive component with Enagic, because this is where the magic is really made, is the passive money that can be made here. So when we're looking at direct sales, say you come in again as a 1A associate, you're going to put Lacey in your 1A lane. You're going to make $350. Then you close your second sale, which is Sarah. You're going to make another $350. So that means off of 2 sales, you've already made $700. But again, this is low ticket for us. We're going to teach you how to make way more than this right when you start your business. But here's the fun thing. Say you bring Sarah into your business and you go teach her through our BAB system, like how to duplicate this business. Since she is in your 1A lane, you're going to get 1.7 generations deep below her sales. So that means she comes in, we teach her the system, she goes out and closes 5 water machines. Now you just made passively off of the efforts of Sarah, $350 5 times. So directly you closed 2 sales, you made $700. Now passively off of the efforts of Sarah, you've already made $1,750. And it just goes up from there. So you put Leanne in your 2A lane. Now you make 2 points off of Leanne's sale, which is $700. But now you're going to make 2 points, 7 generations deep below Leanne. So now Leanne, again, we teach her how to do this because this is what we do. We help her close her first $75,000 in revenue. She comes out and closes 7 or 5 water machines, and that's $700 on each of those water machines, 7 generations deep. So you have personally closed 3 sales. You made $1,400, but passively off of the efforts of Sarah and Leanne, you've already made over $5,200 passively. Going back to what I said on the last slide, this is how we get our time back. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I want to travel. I don't want to be glued to my phone or glued to my computer. I want to be able to make some money and live my life. And this is how we get to do it because we make so much more per sale rather than hustling for the $20 commission and low ticket. So now you have the units to rank up to 3A. So you put Maya in your 3A lane, you make 1,050. So again, 4 sales, you've made 2,400 directly. But say Maya comes in, she's in your 3A lane now. Okay, so now your passive just went up. Since she's in your 3A lane, you're going to make 3.7 generations deep. She comes in, she like blows out the water. She's like, I know a few people. I'm going to hustle. Don't you worry. She comes in, she sells like crazy. And now you just made 1,050 or 7 generations deep below Maya. So directly you've closed 4 sales. You've made $2,400, but passively you've made 15,700 passively. So now it just continues to go up. You have Ashley in your 4A lane. That's $1,400. That's 4.7 generations deep. She comes in. Again, we teach her the system. She closes about 6 sales, and you're going to make $1,400 off of her 7 generations deep. So now you're up to $24,000 passively. This is how we're creating such insane results in Babs because it's learn one, teach one, or whatever they say, that saying, right? So Tara joined me with business. She came in, I taught her how to close her first 20 units and $75,000 in sales. Then she went and she taught her girls how to close theirs and down and down and down and down. So now we're creating passive. We're teaching people how to get free themselves, but then also teach other people to get free. And you get paid very well for being a good coach here and by teaching people how to do this, which is why you have found us. So we can help you and we can teach you. So I'm going to get into, it just goes up from there, right? 5A lane, 6A lane. The next part that I'm going to get into is the real money that we make. Okay. So if you thought this was crazy, I'm going to need you to like strap in real fast because it's about to get a little bit more wild. I'm going to show you the real money that we make and how people are making $30,000 per month in their first 6 months here. So what we actually sell and what we teach you to sell is what we call the quad. So the quad is just someone getting their 4 core products with Enagic. So usually they get like 2 Anespas, a K8 machine, and an Ukon. So a quad is about $15,000 before taxes and shipping. So whatever that's going to be for where you're at. So listen to this. So we have the 8-point compensation plan here, right? Where we get 8 slices of pie. 1 point on a quad is $855. So that means when you're collecting all 8 points to yourself, you're making about $6,800 in one sale. One sale. This is how I haven't asked her the specifics, but I'm pretty sure this is about how Chelsea Shanks had her 10K day, was just a couple, like 1 or like 2 sales in one day. Because if you have 2 back-to-back sales calls, you make about, when you're collecting all of the money, that's like 13 grand in one day. This is more than house sales, most house sales, more than car sales, insurance sales, solar sales, anything. Nothing beats, nothing computes with this. Trust me and Tara have looked. There's nothing else like it. So the way that the quad works and why most people, this is how they get started in business with us. So what we do is we attach your Anespa to your sponsor and then we sell yourself back the other 3 products. So just to not confuse you, but what we do is we put your Anespa in your 1A lane here, we put your K8 in your 1A lane here, and then we put your Ukon in your 2A lane. So what happens is you actually bypass these lanes and you start making 3A commissions right out the gate. So it's as if you already have 10 sales in your business right out the gate all by yourself. So that means when you come in, you work with your mentor, whoever invited you here, they help you go close your first quad. You're going to make about $2,500 on your first sale versus the K8, which was $350. $2,500 in your first sale. That was my monthly income back in the day. Absolutely insane. So again, this is how we're getting to the income so quickly. And then because of this, fulfilling your own lane, you're also going to get about $775 cash back just for starting your business. And here's where the conversation comes in when Tara was telling you guys about the 4 quadrants and how we want to think like an investor. I want you guys to really put your investor cap on with me, okay? So if we can invest into a business that's about $15,000, it only takes 4 sales to get our investment back. That's it. That's a massive return on investment. No other brick and mortar, no other business that you're going to start up going to call it, dude, I have $60,000 in student loan debt that was going to take me my whole life to get back if I didn't do something different. We want to think like investors. What's the return on investment? How can I get my investment back? And what can I make with my investment? Nothing else beats this. So why we invest with quads and why people are starting their business this way is, again, like I said, you're going to get up to $775 all the way up to $930 cash back. Everything is 100% tax write-off. So you're going to be able to write this off at the end of the year, a whole tax deduction. You're going to get 4 distributor IDs. I don't want this to confuse you, but one of the benefits of Enagic, one of the things I love about Mr. Oshiro, who is the founder and the CEO, is he created a business structure where he is all about family and giving back, and how can he create a structure where we can benefit the most? We can maximize our bonuses and maximize our commissions. And the way that they created that is we can own up to 6 distributor accounts. So if you've ever done anything else, any other type of like MLM, direct sales, resold a course or anything like that, it's like you have one account and you throw everything under that account and you hope that your legs build appropriately. What we can do is we have leverage because we have 6 accounts and we can place them in our business where we need to grow and scale based on like where everyone is running and what's going on. So this will start you out with the 4 that you're going to need for the long-term success to get you to legacy, which we're going to get into next. So 4 quads brings you to 4A. And what I really want to show you guys is this scale right here. This is like insane. So if you come in with a K8, that first version we showed you, just one product, you come in with a K8 and you sell K8s, you're going to close 8 sales and make about $4,700. Now, if you come in with a quad and you sell quads, which is what we teach you how to do, your first 8 sales is going to make you about $32,000. $4,700 versus $32,000 off of the same effort. This is why we close packages. We help people get their shower and bath water clean. We help them get their tap water clean. We help them, fight inflammation. We get them everything that they need in their house, plus setting up their business for success. This difference is nuts in what you can do. And again, we're going to teach you exactly how to do that with our system.
I just want to add something else. Like imagine like you're not even the one closing all 8 sales. Like let's say you came in and you closed the first 3, so 2,500, 3,420, but then you have other people that come in and they're closing those sales for you. You're earning this. You're not the one doing all of that. So not only when you start your business for a very small fee, okay, it might seem like a lot, but it's really not. You're getting the products, you're getting a business, you're getting mentors that show you exactly what to do and close your first $75,000 in sales for you. In any other business, you got to start the business, get the inventory, learn, spend the time, hours. And then if you want to invest in courses or mentors to teach you what to do, then you have to do all of that. You're getting everything packaged up with a big red bow with people who know how to make money and have success. Think about that.
Yeah. And I saw one comment about like, oh my gosh, it's, $5,000 though. But here's the thing. That's what me and Tara are trying to say to you guys. We know how to do this. We have perfected it. Our organization last month in January did almost $3 million of these packages. So with a very small team, you guys, we're not a very big team at Enagic. Like we are babies here still. And so we have figured out how to do this. And as long as you're willing to learn something new, you're willing to be coachable and just go out there, we can teach you how to do this.
And we're getting you started with $0 down. You're getting cash back. I mean, think about the people who go to school for 4 years, can't make money, get out of school, have $50,000 to $100,000 in student loans, and then they are fighting with other people in the market to just get entry level positions for tens of thousands of dollars. Like you're getting a whole business with a business plan, with products and mentors that are closing sales for you and helping you to make money. So
I mean, the last thing I'll say on that, because it always strikes me, is I remember being in my bachelor's program, my BSW program, and having friends in the master's program, and they were being offered positions making like $14 an hour with master's degrees. So I would rather be in control as someone who has a degree. If I would have found this years before I would have went that route, like this is what I would have done.
People go and finance cars that are 30, 40, $50,000. That car, you pay a car payment, insurance, gas, taxes, registration, oil changes, everything. That car makes you $0. And when you go to sell the car, you don't get the money that you spent all that money back. So if you can spend money on a car that makes you no money, a $50,000, $30,000 car is the same thing in a hoopty, then think about what a couple $1,000s to get started business can do for you. Like we've got to change our mindsets to acquire wealth. Because if we keep doing the same thing and having the same thoughts, we're going to stay in the same exact positions and not become wealthy. You have to really understand that.
Yeah, you better watch out. You're going to get me and Tara in our coaching bag. And that's not even why we're here.
Yeah,
Let me
exactly.
tell you. Okay, so I'm excited about this next part because as a mom and as someone, like I said, I don't want to work until I die. This was what it was like, okay, yep, this is the thing. So there's this rank called 6A2-3 in Enagic. Me and Tara are actually both like units away. We are so close to this. When you hit this rank, you're going to get a $25,000 bonus, just like a congratulations from Mr. Oshiro. But this is where you're going to unlock global profit shares with the company. So every single month, once you're this rank, you're going to get a minimum of $5,000 monthly for life that is willable and deedable to your children.
No matter what.
And this goes with, like I said, the global profit share. So I have a lot of friends who are at this rank, and actually they said their monthly checks are closer to like $7,000, $8,000 every month. And you can get to this rank on all 6 accounts. All 6 accounts. And so this is just how the structure looks. But just to put it into perspective, me and Tara are almost at this rank. I've been in the business for 3. She's been in the business for 2. And we're about to unlock willable and deedable lifetime money to our kids on multiple accounts. And so this is just, it can look like a lot. And I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want to just point out a couple things, because once you hit the top rank of 6A that we talked about, it opens up the secondary like leadership plan. So once you hit 6A, you're going to get a $3,000 bonus. But again, you can get this on as many accounts as you own. So 6 accounts, you can do this. When you hit 6A2, you're going to get a $6,000 bonus. And then, like I said, we teach you how to own the whole Monopoly board. So when you hit 6A2, you're going to be 6A2 here, but you're also going to be 6A here and 6A here. So you're going to get a $3,000 bonus here, a $3,000 bonus here, and a $6,000 bonus here. When you're 6A2-2, you're going to get a $12,000 bonus. But again, you're going to be -2 here, 6A2 here, and 6A2 here. I actually have, me and Tara both, I think now, have 2 -2 positions. So we got a $12,000 bonus here, a $12,000 bonus here, plus all of the other 6A2 and 6A bonuses that it took us to get there. Then the next one is 6A2-3, where you unlock $5,000 monthly for life. But it just goes up from there until you hit -8. So when you're -4, you get a $50,000 bonus, $10,000 monthly for life. -5, $15,000 monthly for life. When you're -6, which is one of our uplines, he's actually -6. He gets $20,000 monthly for life here, but he also has $15,000 monthly here and $15,000 monthly here. I don't even know how much that is. What is that? 20, 30, 40, 50? 50,000 monthly here, not including his unit bonuses, his quarterly bonuses, and
profit share.
His profit share, any other commission that he gets, that's just residual that he gets to will and deed to his 2 children if he pleases to. Then you get to -7, it's $40,000 monthly for life. And when you are -8, it tops out at an $800,000 bonus and $80,000 monthly for life. So I'm kind of an overachiever. It might not be you. That's okay. But I'm only 30 years old and I've been only doing this for 3 years. My goal, I'm going to see how many accounts I can get to -8. I want that 80,000 monthly for life on as many accounts as possible.
Why wouldn't you? You're going to either work doing this or you're going to work at your job until you're, 70. And when you retire, you don't even get, like, let's say you have retirement, you're not getting, you're getting a portion of what you used to make. So why not work hard for a few years to even get to, -3, 4, or 5 and earn that for life? And when you build a big, huge business, it's obviously going to be more than that. But spend your time building something that will pay you for life versus trading your time for money to build somebody else's company. Like that's what we're trying to get people to understand, that there's so much more out there. Like you don't have to be stuck living paycheck to paycheck. Like we just showed you the most incredible business model on the market. And trust me, if there was something better, we'd be talking about that. So yeah.
Amen. So with that, that's 80,000 monthly for life. And then the last thing I want to just mention is like, so how do you make sales? That's always the number one question. If you still have questions up to this point, go ahead and drop them in the Q&A chat since we're almost to the end. But everyone asks, how do you make sales? So it's social media strategies. We're not doing door to door. We're not setting up home parties or doing events or going to state fairs or any of that nonsense. No. So it's all social media free strategies. You get, we teach you personal branding and duplication. So we teach you how to create a brand, how to create content on social media. You invite your prospects to our community, you book calls, and you have your mentor help you close sales while you're learning and going through the training. So we have a free training platform that you guys can tap into that's worth tens of thousands of dollars to really help you build this business. And it's everything that all of the people we've talked about tonight have used to get to where they are. So if you're ready to create a quantum shift in your life, your next step is to just get back to the person who invited you to this. So you can go ahead and book your free discovery call to really go over any questions you have, go over any zero down options, talk about how you can get the most cash back and what makes sense for your position that you are in to get started in the business and get all of your questions